Received a message from my good friend. The professor had a theory on the EVs of Cacturne. But before we get into that, why would anyone run Cacturne in PU? It currently sits down in ZU at a whopping C viability ranking. Grassdark is not a good defensive type for Cacturne's abysmal defenses, and 55 speed is not offensive. That said, its ability is very tempting to use in PU. Milotic is the best Pokemon in the tier, with the most common set running Flip Turn, Scald, Recover, and Haste. Having immunity from it gives you a huge advantage, mainly because you can stop your opponent from flip turning, which is the usual way Milo stops its counters. The most common immune right now is Tatsugiri, one of the tier's best rapid spinners because our ghost types are typically Fizz defense. It can 2-hit KO Milo with a Storm Drain buff, and not many Pokemon want to take a +1 attack from this thing. If this is so good, why use Cacturne? Well, Tatsu is a frail rapid spinner, and once your removal is gone, you can't stop hazards from coming back up. Furthermore, its speed tier with the bulk means it often only comes in against defensive Pokemon. That may show why your team could be looking for removal other than Tatsu, but let me sell you on Cacturne as a Milo check. There's a lot of psychic threats in PU, Darks are a good thing. He has 115 in both attack stats, allowing him to run a mixed set. With the Professor's investment, we outspeed Milo and OHKO it with Leaf Storm. We are Fizz to run Sucker for priority, Knock for Sucker Punch Mind Games, and Spikes for utility. Instead of a frail and offensive spinner, we become a frail and offensive hazard stack. With that in mind, I looked for who could be the best teammates. My first thought was Glowbro. It resists fairing and fighting, and Cacturne can conversely come in on something like an Earthquake. Typically, I'm known for my trick Glowbro. I chose AB offense on this team for the Florges matchup. You'll see why a bulky mon using Psy Noise to stop recovery is not good for me. Next is Milo. No surprise here. I didn't end up going with the standard set. I chose Tera Fairy Alluring Voice to deal with Tatsu to stop it from becoming a problem. My last slot was either Florges or a Rocker. I decided on the Rock Setter, so without a great Tatsu counter, I turned Milo into the Tatsu check. Pretty standard otherwise. We speed creep other Milo sets to guarantee flip turn first. That way we can get into Cacturne should the situation arise. After that's Curse Arcanine. This one felt like a good idea to me. It's a set that largely is extinct thanks to Milo and its haze. But then again, we want to bring in Milo, don't we? That's the idea I had behind this. Additionally, the team appreciates another speed control move via Extreme Speed. I have 2 defensive mons that can heal, so I think we need another one. Hisidui is the only mon in this tier that gets access to Recover, Removal, and Pivoting, which makes it great for getting Cacturne in, staying alive, and rounding out that little Water, Fire, Grass defensive core. Finally, the rocker that I chose is Palo. If we're running Spikes, might as well have something that can stop spin, right? Scorching Earth gives us ground coverage and the burn chance we're missing out on by not running Scald. 4 out of 6 mons run recovery moves. You can see why we need AV Glowbro for Florges, right? This is a defensive team which appreciates a mon like Cacturne to either break open other teams or support a drawn-out battle with hazards. Other spikers we could be using here don't invest their EVs into their offense and use their bulk instead. I ran this team from about 1280 to 1380 ranking, so I truly think it's good. And with the explanation out of the way, let's look at a highlight game to show it in action. So, the beauty about Avalugg is that the Avalugg player always leads Avalugg. They're not so-called free thinkers. So what we do... That's not Avalugg. Do we live this? Typhlosion Hisidui against Slowbro Galar. We are the Assault Vest set. Let's assume specs, right? 12% chance to KO. Surf does a lot. I mean, this lets us know what set it is, right? 91% it's specs. I don't mind. Avalugg Hisidui shows up. Mirror Coat failed. Is that how Mirror Coat works? Mirror Coat can only hit if you've been hit before? Anyways, I'm not staying in. I know what you are. Specs, which will do. Yep, that's rough. That's about what right. I don't mind. What am I afraid of him bringing in? Braviary Hesidui? Right, because he's bringing in Braviary if I go to Desi. If I bring in Arca 5, who does he go to? If I bring in Sand, I think I can live a Braviary Hesidui move. PU Sheer Force versus Sandaconda. PU Rocks. That's not Sandaconda, that's Palo Sand. Palo Sand Rocks. 53 chance to KO. Do we take those? Hurricane's 70% accuracy, right? And we also stop the Agil. We dissuade Agil this way. Yeah. Because if he Agils with Braviary Hesidui, then Arcanine can just come in and E-speed it off. You can't go Palmont here. You could go Quillfish. Hariyama is a little scary. But we've got the Milo sack armed and ready to go. Right, because my big fear is this guy getting off agility for free on Desi. Because even though I could just U-turn out, he will go for agil if he can to essentially close the game out. Because he doesn't know how fast my Arcanine is. He doesn't know the set. It could be CB for all he knows. So if he's assuming it's CB Arcanine, which he likely is, then he'll want agility on his Braviary. What does Sheer Force run? Timid? Timid. That's right. It will be 251. I'm really making him think about it, and I thought about mine. So that's cool. It's a big choice. I think there's only really one option here. That's the Yama. It's a Yama, and then depending on what set it is, it's very annoying. Because even though Hurricane is set to kill, do I even get to take the rest of this game? I was looking forward to the rest of this game. Surely, you're 15-21. Surely you don't just leave. Come on. Come on, fight me. No. Please be timer stalling me. Yes, he's here. Okay, now he goes for Hurricane. He gets the kill. He gets the damage roll. How likely was that? That was pretty likely. How likely is it on Slowbro? PU Assault Vest. Pretty likely, unfortunately. I don't get anything out of that. Cacturne. No. Okay, he's a high-level player. He's going to expect Sucker Punch here. No, he just runs Vacuum Wave instead. My bad. Kind of glad I did that then, right? We sack Milo here. Bring in Desi, defog, get rid of all the terrain. Quillfish comes in. I'm not faster, so I'm going to do that and kill myself. In Pokemon, don't think that way. Jeez, why are you thinking that way? That's so mean. Arcanine, PU Curse. E-Speed kills. It's gonna be 295. This is probably the Tera I want anyways. It does not kill Palmon. I know this very well. Check this out. These are calcs I do for fun. E-Speed just comes short. Yama. Flare Blitz it. You have to go for Bullet Punch. I don't mind going for E-Speed, even if it doesn't kill here, because we won. Bop! Sure. Now Desi comes in, and we're defensive Desi, so we should be able to do 36 and kill it. I'm so happy I got to play that game out. GG, thanks for sticking around. Alright, I also want to showcase a game of Cacturne's Spike Side coming in handy. So we already have Stealth Rock down here. I have a Cacturne against the Spiritomb. It has Hex, Will-O-Wisp, and then I know it probably has a Dark-type move and Pain Split. That's kind of the concept, the thoughts I have in my mind right now. So I'm free to click the funny Spike as he switches into Vikavolt. Now I know, fun fact, I'm faster than Vikavolt because Cacturne runs 205 speed for Milo, which is 2 more than Vikavolt. So I go for a second Spike because I read the Sticky Web. I mean, he could have brought Espeon in, but I know he doesn't want to. That's another great aspect of Cacturne, is that you really dissuade Espeon. So now he Bug Buzzes, and I Leaf Storm. I wanted to get the chip on Vikavolt, so it's pretty much dead. I Surf. He misses the Zap Cannon. I did not expect him to have Zap Cannon, but I'm pretty sure John survives. I go into this Spiritomb because I have the Colbur Berry here. I Scorching Sand this Spiritomb. I was hoping to get a burn, but oh well, we can't all get lucky. And then the sack dies because, like, what's Sandman good into? Cloth? Milo comes out. I have Alluring Voice on this set. I recover into his Destiny Bond. It's Q-Stop Destiny Bond. Surprise me. This is awkward. As he switches, I don't know. Now it's dead, but I'm not sure what he was going for. Oh, right, Healing Wish, so that he could bring back in Spiritomb. And then I can Alluring Voice again. He has Expanding Force. I let Milo die. Cloth comes in. But no, I didn't need Sandman because I have Desi. It endures through triple arrows. And then I can U-turn because I'm max defense. And even if he got all 5, Desi was fine. I U-turn back into Slowbro. I click moves. I Roost, and now it's a mind game of Destiny Bond. I don't mind that one again, and now Espeon dies to hazards. And that's the power of the spikes. That's the power of the Cacturne. Right, like on a team like this, they don't run hazard removal because they expect Espeon to really be able to deal with it. But guess what? I have spikes. Alright, thanks guys for watching. I have been the Archduck.